Hello, so I'm here just to say the flights with the Phantom 3 Pro are over for now, because just one reason. The shells of the Phantom 3 are a piece of shit, just simple as that, are very fragile. They got some cracks on the place of the motors. Plastic is very fragile, so now I will stop to fly with the Phantom 3 Pro. I am going to order a new shell to replace the shell with the cracks on the motors. The reinforcements, the metal reinforcements, doesn't do much. It's just a piece of shit plastic of the Phantom 3. So let's see in the future what if I can fix it, if with a new shell, if it holds the cracks, or I will reinforce it. I don't know. Let's see. So that was it. Then I put aside the Phantom 3 Pro and fly other drones, other machines, as you know, by watching my videos. And then I ordered a new shell from eBay. Let's see. This shell was bought from a random store on eBay, Chinese store. Not from DJI. DJI, I don't think DJI sold these anymore. And it looks like the original. And it came with all the screws and stuff needed to reassemble. So let's get started to disassemble the Phantom 3 Pro with a cracked shell. But first we are going to take out the gimbal. Trying to solve the jello problem on the gimbal. I'm going to disassemble it and put something in the screws on this after cleaning it. This is for the screws. This was a mistake. I was in despair and trying to put this thing so all the pieces will be better fixed without any shaking on the gimbal. You are going to see why I'm saying this was a mistake. Later on, you are going to see what damage this substance will make to the shell. Then I decided to buy new motors because it wasn't so expensive and new are new. The old motors could be twisted and causing jello and shaking. And I decided to buy more new stuff for the Phantom, besides the new motors, new cage, new rubbers, new stickers, new cables, new props, new propellers. Everything I could buy new, I buy. Take a look at this. Then it was a pain to take out the upper shell and the lower shell, and a pleasure to assemble it, all of the stuff in a new shell. Then I decided to use a plastic glue to reinforce the shell in the place where the motors are fixed. On the new shell, of course. Now, after assembling the Phantom 3 Pro, it's time to test it before closing the shell.
The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map. The home point has been updated. Take off.
Now I'm just checking if the motors are running in the right direction.
Landing.
Now don't do this, never ever. What I'm going to do next, putting this substance, this is a screw fixer, and this destroys the plastic, and I didn't know that.
Has been updated. Please check.
Perfect. And now the terror begins. The horror. The threadlocker, that substance, destroys the plastic. It acts like an acid, corroding the plastics of the Phantom. And the result is this. Phantom 3 shell for the trash, for recycling. And the gimbal was damaged too. Then I have to buy another gimbal. And then after a few months I order a new shell.
Again.
Take off.
Battery acting strange, gimbal acting strange. Maybe it was because of my father pointing that stuff on it. Now it's time to put the final stickers on the Phantom and prepare it for the first flight outside. Hello, finally the flight with the Phantom 3 Pro after all the repairs and stuff. Let's make the flight outside in this place where I have flown for the first time. Let me see if it flies well or not. Let's go.
Check it on the map.
And now, believe it or not, the SD card can't be read by the gimbal. I mean, the SD card reader on the gimbal can't read SD cards anymore. And why? I don't know. Here I am very frustrated trying to make it work, but it doesn't work at all. The gimbal doesn't read SD cards. I put the card out, in, out, and all that, but it just doesn't work anymore. I don't know. Maybe it's because I am putting the card with the Phantom on, or maybe not, and taking out the card with the Phantom on. I don't know. I just very frustrated at this point again. And as you can imagine, I will not fly the Phantom 3 Pro now. More months has passed, and I was searching the internet for a new Phantom 3 Pro gimbal. They are very expensive and becoming rare, and I found one very cheap, in second hand of course, in Madeira Islands. And I contact the guy who have the gimbal for selling, and he told me there were another person interested, and I tell him if that person give up on buying that gimbal, I am very interested. And I waited more 1 or 2 weeks, and the guy contacted me again, saying the guy who was interested in that gimbal have give up on buying it. So the opportunity knocks again. I bought from the guy sent me the gimbal, and the address was wrong. The guy put the wrong address on it, and it turned back again for Madeira Islands. And I told the guy, received the thing, and I thought I will never get my Phantom 3 Pro again on the air filming. And the guy sent it to me, and by mistake he was selling the power supply of the Phantom, of his Phantom, and it came to me instead of going to another guy. It was a mess. And finally he put the address right, and it came. Finally it's here. Let's see if this time is okay. Corrosion. Very badly treated. But let's see if it works or not. With a filter. Nice cap. Finally We are going to fly this, I hope, without any issues, and testing this old gimbal. Aircraft is warming up, and it's warming up.
The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
But it's warming up. to 60 frames per second. Start the recording. Fire mode.
Take off.
Very sensitive, what the hell? almost hitting the wires. Let's bring it here. Ah, them wires. Okay, looks good. Kind of landing is that?
The whole point has been up. Take off.
Okay, thank you for watching. Finally, I got the Phantom 3 Pro in the air, flying and filming and all that stuff.